Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for coming back to another video. If this is your first video, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. If you guys don't know who I am a Jamaican who's living in the wonderful country of Canada, and also I'm your favorite Jamaican Canadian YouTuber living in Grande, Prairie, Alberta. Okay guys, so today I'm going to talk about a topic that I find very interesting, and a lot of persons has been reaching out to me asking me about what it is like working in Canada as a foreign immigrant, more so as a Jamaican, what is it like in terms of the transition, in terms of the culture, in terms of just any advice that I can share for persons who are thinking of coming to Canada and thinking of transitioning smoothly, and just to share my experiences with people, right? Now, if you haven't subscribed already, guys, this is where you'll definitely go and hit that subscribe button located right down below. What you get here is authentic Canadian experience, where I share my experience living in Canada as an immigrant authentically. Of course, if you guys don't know my story, I am a Jamaican who came to Canada in 2019 as an international student. I've since graduated school and is now living the Canadian dream. And I try to share my experiences to just guide other persons so that their journey can be easier, that their journey can be much better than what I went through. And of course, three things: I aim to inspire, I aim to motivate, and I definitely aim to educate. Before I get into what I'm going to talk about today, guys, I want to send a big shout out to Romeo and Charm. There are also some Jamaicans who is living in Ontario, Canada. Wonderful couple, wonderful content, wonderful channel. I'm gonna share the link right in the video description, guys, and I want all of you guys to just go over to their YouTube channel and show some love. If you're thinking of going to that side of Canada, they'll definitely guide you guys in terms of showing, you know, what their experience is like. And trust me, guys, 100%, I've never seen another YouTuber that reminds me so much of myself in terms of the journey that they've been through. It's so similar to the journey that my wife and I went through, and I just want to just big them up, and I want you guys to also go on over their channel and just definitely show some love and some support. When you get over there, say DiAndersons send you over there, guys. It would mean so much to me. Also, I want to send a huge shout out to all the persons watching this video right now. You know what? You guys are like so awesome, and this community cannot be what it is without you guys. So I just want to send you a huge shout out, a huge big up to all of you guys. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, fantastic morning, a great night, a great evening, regardless of what time you're seeing this video. Just know that the Andersons is just sending much blessings here in your directions, all right? And all the persons who have been here from day one, thank you guys so much for the love. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you guys so much for the abundance of encouragement that you guys give my family. Really and truly appreciate it. And persons who are new to the family, who are new to the community, welcome. And I truly hope that you guys find value here. That was a long intro, I know. But anyways, guys, let's get into the topic, working in Canada. Now, before coming to Canada, guys, I have never had any travel history. I've never been to another country outside of Jamaica before I came to Canada. So because of that lack of experience, I really did not know what to expect. I was kind of like nervous, excited, all the emotions that you can explain. And I just did not know what to expect. But being who I am, I came here and I tried to adapt by learning and unlearning, in terms of unlearning everything that I'd known before and relearning and adapting to the new culture that I am in. And I decided to start that way, guys, because working in a new country, you realize that there's a lot of things that is going to be different from whatever country that you are coming from. And you're going to have to be prepared, and you're going to have to be open to change, right? Now, a lot of us come with our experience from whatever country we're coming from. But when you're coming to Canada, especially if you have never been to Canada before, you will realize that it is a culture shift from most other countries in terms of what the workplace culture is like, and just generally what it is like in the workplace. So for that reason, you have to realize that you have to unlearn a lot of stuff and be willing to relearn a lot of stuff that is relevant to the society that you're now in. that will make your work experience in Canada so much more valuable. And that is why most Canadian employers strive to employ persons with Canadian experience. It doesn't matter where in Canada you have worked, as long as you have some Canadian experience, that is so valuable. And that is because you would have become accustomed to the different nuances, the culture, the workplace, you know, all of the stuff that comes when working in a different industry, field, office, whatever it is in Canada. So that is very, very important to note, that you have to be willing to unlearn to relearn, right? Now, working in Canada, I find that it is a paradigm shift. Like back home in Jamaica, persons who are in like manager's position, you have to address them as sirs and miss and mrs, like Mr. Smith, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. whatever. And that's a sign of respect, 100%. That's a sign of respect in Jamaica, quote unquote. Also, in addition to that, there are certain things that in, I'd say Jamaica, and that's where I'm from, guys. So if it is the same in your country, you guys can definitely comment and let me know. But like in Jamaica, certain things you can't do. Like, for example, men can't wear earrings to work. You can't have tattoos on your visible places. So if you do have a tattoo, you have to cover it up. You can't swear in the workplace. Stuff like that is like kind of frowned upon. But coming here, I realized that everyone is on a first name basis, right? So even in the office, even your general manager, even the CEO of the company, even your supervisor, it doesn't matter who it is, everyone is a first name basis. And that was something that I found very surprising when I got here, because obviously coming from Jamaica, where everyone was Mr. this and Mrs. that, and even would probably felt offended if you didn't address them by sirs and Mrs. kind of thing. Here, no one cares about that. 100%. Let me just say that. No one cares about that. Everyone is about productivity in terms of your output in the job, right? And not so much like the sirs and the misses and stuff like that. Now, if you come and you say sir and misses, nobody's going to tell you not to do it, but they're going to look on you strange. 100%. They're going to look on you strange because it's not the culture here. The culture is everyone is first name basis. So even if it's the CEO of the company, it doesn't matter which brand, it doesn't matter which organization, everyone is first name basis. And the other thing that I observe is that as long as you are doing the job, right, a lot of things is irrelevant. Like, for example, a lot of companies has dress codes, but the dress codes that they have doesn't really include stuff like you have to hide your tattoos, and you can't pierce your ears, and you can't put in your extensions and stuff like that. Like, stuff like those is irrelevant. 100%. Stuff like those is irrelevant. And I found it so interesting that almost any office you go, whether you go to the doctor, whether you go to the courthouse, whether you go to the police station, whether you go to the bank, whether you go to the supermarket, it doesn't matter where you go, you are guaranteed to see staff members with their arm full of tattoos. Like, tattoos cover them entire hand, them neck, all over them body. And it's okay. It's okay. Like, you don't have to hide it. Like, they're not, like, it's not a big deal, right? It's not a big deal. Like, stuff like that is no big deal. So your doctor might have a sleeve full of tattoo. The police officer who's writing you a ticket, hopefully you don't get a ticket, but the police officer who pull you over and full of tattoo. You go to the bank, the person who's serving you in the bank and full of tattoo, the bank manager and full of tattoo. Kind of stuff like that, right? And those are stuff that I found like very, very interesting. But the longer I'm here and the more I work, I realize that the focus in other countries like Jamaica is wrong, right? Because it should be more about productivity and not so much looks, right? And that was some of the biggest things that I definitely observed being here as a foreign immigrant in Canada. I realized that it's more about productivity and functionality rather than, you know, oh, you can't have tattoos. I work in a bank, as many of you guys know, and there's so many guys in the bank, not only that them have tattoo cover them entire hand, but like them wear earrings to work and stuff like that, and it's no big deal. right? Nobody's gonna get in trouble for stuff like that as long as you adhere to the overall dress code, which is probably some places might say formal or semi-formal or casual, whatever the case may be. As long as you adhere to the dress code as it suggests, you are good to go. But what you do and what your piercings and stuff like that, no big deal. Like the ladies, for example, their nose piercing, their lip piercing, their ear piercing 500 times, not a big deal. That was like definitely a shock for me. Now, outside of all of those like obvious shocks, one of the things that I realized is that it's so, I'm not gonna say easy, but it's so possible to go up the ladder in Canada. Now, in Jamaica, guys, you can work from now till thy kingdom come. It's so hard to grow. It's so hard to go up the success ladder. It's so hard to move from one step to another step to another step, unless you know somebody and stuff like that. But here I find that it's so possible to grow. As long as you have good work ethics and as long as you are determined and as long as you are willing to work, you can grow. That's the thing, guys. You can grow, and it doesn't matter the industry that you are in, guys. Like, as long as you are willing to put in the hard work, what is required, you can grow. And I'm talking about exponential growth. You understand what I mean, guys? I'm talking about coming to Canada as an international student 3.5 years ago and went from being a part-time teller to now a bank manager in 3.5 years. It's possible to grow, right? And that's one of the things that I find most fascinating about this country is just the ability to grow and strive and achieve in the workplace, right? Now, of course, guys, there are definitely things that I noticed that is similar pretty much anywhere around the world. And that is, you will have workplace politics, right? Canada is not excluded from workplace politics. Neither is it excluded from workplace gossip, bickering, disagreements, stuff like that in the office. Those things happen too, 100%. You are gonna definitely find that co-worker that you and them just can't get along. You're gonna definitely find those co-workers that all they do is just sit and gossip about the other co-workers. You're gonna always find that okay, then I don't believe that person should have been promoted above me. That's always gonna be there, and that is also present in Canada as well, guys. So I always tell persons that, listen, remember why you are here, right? Do not allow yourself to be caught up in, I always have a saying in Jamaica, and the saying says, cockroach don't business in a full fight. And pretty much what that means for all my international viewers is the fact that, listen, we are immigrants to this country, and being immigrants to this country means that we are on a mission. We are on a mission to achieve and to grow as quickly as possible and to reach as far as possible so that we can change the life, not our own life, but to change our family life, both family that is here with us and both family we back we had, right? So we are here on a different mission. We can't do things the same way everyone else does it. So we cannot allow ourselves to get caught up in workplace gossiping. That's one of the worst things. And you know what? There's so many immigrants who come and allow themselves to fall in that trap. Listen, that will hold you back. Do not fall prey to workplace politics, right? Be neutral. In a workplace, when you come to Canada as an immigrant and you're in an office, be neutral, right? Do not be clingy. Do not be cliquey. Do not par with a specific group and extinct a specific group. And I learned that very quickly. Not that I was cliquey or whatever, but I observed that as quickly as I came, that listen, you have to be neutral and professional in everything you do. So even if you don't like the person, even if you don't whatever the person, you have to stick it out and just be professional and be neutral with everyone. Deal with everyone on the same level. That is tough, but that is something that's going to definitely reward you in the future as well, right? You have to be very careful of what you say in the workplace. Now, we are from a country where, many of us are from countries where we are openly honest and blunt and too straightforward and insensitive when it comes down to a lot of things, like, for example, a person's weight, a person's look. Somebody do something that you don't like and you just blast them. And because we believe that, we are Jamaicans and we say what we want to say and then nobody can do nothing about that. But that is wrong. Let me just say that. That is 100% wrong. Here, you have to bite your tongue, literally, and don't say nothing. You understand what I mean? You have to just don't say nothing. 100%. In other words, if you don't have anything good to say to somebody in the workplace, don't say anything. Don't say anything like, oh my God, you look like you're putting on so much weight. Or, oh my God, you look like you're losing so much weight. Or all sort of stuff. Those stuff can be considered bullying. Those stuff can be considered harassment. Those stuff can be considered a lot of stuff. And you can get into a lot of trouble by saying stuff that you didn't mean. Because harassment is not really intention, but it's perception, right? It's not what you intended it to be, but it's what it's perceived to be. And it's very important for you guys to know that, right? Now, don't come with the same attitude. Don't come with the same attitude and feel like, say, oh, it's the same thing. It's not the same thing, right? If you don't have a compliment to give somebody, you even have to be careful with how you compliment people too. But you just have to do work on your yard there, man. And just don't say stuff like, oh my God, like, you look so brown today, or anything. Everything can be misconstrued. So stuff like that, and you guys know what I'm talking about. Stuff like that you would say openly back in your home country. I can't really say it right here because people will feel like you're attacking their body type. People will feel like you're attacking their culture. People will feel like you're attacking their race, all sort of stuff. So you just have to be neutral in all you do. And that's definitely some of the stuff that I picked up on while working in Canada, while being in different offices, coming across different cultures as well. I realized that, listen, we have to be more diluted as immigrants. So, as I said, a lot of us are from countries where we speak openly, but we have to be more diluted. And that's just the fact. You have to be more diluted. Just keep your head down and work and deal with everyone neutral. If you're a happy person, continue being happy. Just don't be cliquey. Don't pick up specific side. None of that. And you'll definitely grow. You'll definitely achieve, and you'll definitely strive, right? Working in Canada is amazing, guys. Like a couple of years ago, and I tell this story all the time, guys. A couple of years ago, guys, I never saw myself in this position. I know I'm here telling you guys about my experiences so you guys can definitely benefit from my experience and have better experiences. Because that is the intention of this channel, so that your journey can be much better than what my journey was, right? And now I find myself where I'm at today. And that's because of experiences and willing to learn and going through different processes, right? So when you're coming to Canada as an immigrant, whether you're coming as a student, whether you're coming as a permanent resident, whether you're coming as a temporary worker, it doesn't matter the status that you're coming under, the rules are the same. Be willing to unlearn and be willing to relearn. It's a country full of possibilities. It's a country full of opportunities. Canada has given me so much in my short period of time while being here. I'm ever so grateful. My family is grateful. I can say without a shadow of a doubt that whatsoever generational curse that was over myself and my wife causing us to be held back has been broken. We have been freed. We have been set free in terms of we are now able to just achieve and grow and strive. And one of the things that I want to leave lastly with you guys about working in Canada is also having goals. Having goals is very important, guys. Knowing where you want to end up. So if it is that you are in an industry and you see yourself making a career in that industry, set an end goal of where you want to get to and work towards it, and surround yourself with persons who help you to achieve that goal, right? A lot of times we as immigrants, we come and we surround ourselves with the same people from Jamaica, with the same people from Trinidad, with the same people from the Philippines, with the same people from Ghana, with the same people from Barbados, Bahamas. Big up all the people who's watching from all around the world as well. We surround ourselves with the same people and with the same mindset like the people back home. But how are you going to change? You have to separate yourself from that. You have to separate yourself from that and surround yourself with persons who are in the positions that you want to be, and surround yourself with persons who are from different cultures. Surround yourself with people who can, you know, teach you different ways of doing things better, right? Because we know that we have a lot of shortcomings from our own country, and we don't want to keep living that way. We want to change, and we want to make sure that we are definitely being the best version of ourselves. And the only way to do that is to surround yourself with people who are already on that level. Like, I've met so many persons since being here. I told someone the other day, I've met persons from 57 different countries while being here, all from different walks of life. Some of my best friends here are persons who are top managers in industries that are way superior than what I ever thought that I would have met persons in. And these persons are some of the best persons I know right now, best friends. I've met persons who are not only like branch managers of banks and district managers and DVPs, but I've met CEOs. And all of these persons are persons that I've gotten a good relationship with, and persons who constantly push me and constantly teach me all the ins and outs of how to navigate such a society, right? One of my best friends here, Jonathan, big up yourself. He owns a car business. His parents is Jamaican, but he's Canadian, and he like explained everything to me, like process of starting a business and what was that like. And as a second generation immigrant, you still face challenges and stuff like that. And you know, you pick bits and pieces from people's experiences, and then you use it to shape your own experience, and then that definitely push you to be a better person. I've met persons like Tino, big up yourself. Tino is from Dominica. He owns the barbershop that I go to. Tino is an awesome guy. He born in Grande Prairie, grew up in Dominica because that's where his parents is from, came back to Grande Prairie, and he faced so many challenges when he was starting his own barbershop and stuff like that. And you know what? You surround yourself with people who you can learn from and who can push you and who can motivate you. And then you'll find that with all these experiences, you'll grow up the success ladder so much in Canada. It will make you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed by the possibility. But anyways, guys, I feel like I'm going on and on. Hopefully I was able to inspire, educate, and motivate in this video. Thank you guys so much for sticking it out to the end. If you haven't liked the video already, guys, what are you waiting on? Hit that like button. Drop a comment, guys. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you're in Canada, guys, let me know what's your experience like. Big up man like Basil, by the way. Basil is a long-standing supporter of DiAndersons, living in Ontario. Blessings, bro. We need to link up. Blessings to Shelly and Dwight as well. Dwight and Shelly, if you guys remember, I did a video a few months ago about my friend who's in Nova Scotia who was finding challenges, finding somewhere to live. I'm happy to say that Dwight found a place to live and Dwight is working. I know Dwight's wife and daughter is now here with him in Canada. Big up yourself, Dwight. Big up yourself. Much blessings. Happy anniversary to Rochelle and Ray in Edmonton. Big up on yourself. Blessings to everyone who's watching this video. If I haven't already, give you guys a shout out. The love is real, guys. It's authentic. Thank you guys so much. Remember to subscribe to Romeo and Charm channel. The link is right in the description right down below. Send some love. Be positive, guys. You know how it is. Thank you guys so much again for watching this video, and see you guys in the next video. All right? Peace out.